let's make Thragg from Invincible as a me in Tomodachi life living the dream. Make sure to watch till the end so you don't miss a single step, because every step in this me is crucial to make the best me possible. Here we go. Alright, so for the face shape, use this one right here and go with this skin tone right there, the lighter one, just like that. Alright, so for the hair, I think the best option is this one right here. We're going to add a little bit to the hairline, make it a little bit better with face paint, but for now we'll go with this and change the color to black. Okay, so for the eyebrows, change the color to black first of all. Just make sure you change it to black, just like that. And the shape that I think looks the best is this one right here. We're going to come back to this and modify it a little bit, but for now just thin it a little bit, just like that. There we go. Alright, so for the eyes, he has dark brown eyes. We're going to change the color first of all. We're going to change the color to a dark brown. I think this one right here is the best, just like that. We'll go with that one. And we'll change the eye shape to what I think looks the best is this one right over here. So we'll use these eyes for now, and we're going to go back and move the eyebrows. So we're going to go to the eyebrows, move them a little bit lower, just like that. Because obviously, you know, he looks kind of mad, and even in his like default look. So we'll keep it just like that. Maybe we'll thin them out a little bit more, just like that. Alright, so for the nose, I think the best option is this one right here. We'll go with this, and we'll make this a bit bigger by pressing this about twice, just like that. We'll go with that. Alright, so for the ears, I'm going to go with this first option right here. Choose this and make them a little bit bigger, just like that. There we go. Alright, so now for the facial markings, or whatever you want to call it, we're going to go to the mustache right here. We're not going to use this mustache in the final build, just so you guys know. We're going to go with this mustache right here, make it bigger, or not bigger, sorry, make it taller, just like that. Move it a little bit lower, just like that right there. There we go. Just under the nose like that. And we'll basically use this as a reference for the mustache we draw on top. Also, make sure to go to the mouth and turn that off. Alright, so now for face paint, what I recommend doing is, if you've seen my other guide for Omni-Man, go over to copy another me's face paint, and if you have Omni-Man available, choose Omni-Man. So that right there is the easiest way to do it. Now what I recommend doing is going over here and choosing your eraser, making it big obviously so we can erase it more easily. And just erase these lines right here. We don't need these lines. They don't really work for Thragg. He doesn't have them in the show either. And we'll remove all the hair detail as well, because he doesn't obviously have that hair detail. If you've not made the Omni-Man me, you can click in the top right corner and check that video out, and you can easily learn how to draw this. Make sure you're on this option right here and choose straight. And we're basically going to draw on top of the mustache and use it as sort of a guide as well. We're going to go just about here in the middle of these two boxes right here. In the middle of the box right here, basically. Align your cursor right here. Draw a straight line across, just like that. There we go. And we're basically going to draw just about this angle right there. There we go. Just to that corner. Just like that. And then we'll draw up. Basically just follow and trace the mustache for the most part right here. And we'll basically, what we'll do is we'll go over to the tool right here and remove straight. And then we'll just draw in these pixels. So basically all you want to do is you want to cover over the pixels that are already there. So basically just trace over them and add the outline. Also, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more me tutorials just like this one. Now we're basically going to go over here and basically about, what is this, 1 2 3 4 spaces before the mustache ends, because his mustache is not this, like, this edge is not that tall basically, or whatever. We're going to go zoom in. This point will be our last point of the mustache, so we'll go over here just like that and just basically copy the same pattern from here onto there. It's a little bit hard to see, unfortunately, but you kind of have to just try to see it as best as you can. It's kind of hard though. You can use my video here as a guide if that helps you. Just use where I'm drawing as a reference and just basically color that in just like that. And to make it easy for yourself, you can obviously just go over here, select this side, and even though we color that side in, it doesn't really matter. We can just use this, duplicate it with plus, line it up just like that, then flip it over and drag it all the way over, and then we have the same outline over there. So it's obviously pretty hard to see where the mustache edge is at the bottom point thing there. So we'll use that for now, and we'll use the fill tool to fill this in. We're not done yet though. We're going to actually go back now, and we're going to remove the mustache. We're going to use this mustache we made right here and modify it, because obviously it doesn't look perfect yet. We're going to make it a little bit better. We're going to make it way better. Not a little bit better. We're going to make it way better. So we're going to go over here, remove this mustache, and then we'll get an idea of how our mustache actually looks. It does not look accurate though still. Alright, so now let's go back to face paint and make the mustache look way better, because obviously that's not the final build. We're going to make this look way better. First things first, I want to fix this right here. We basically don't have this part right here filled in for some reason. We're just going to go ahead and fix that. Now that that's dealt with, we're going to go to the eraser now and choose this eraser option, the small one right there, this one. And we're just gonna erase a few lines, or a few pixels, I mean, like that. We'll basically move this, just like that. And what I want to do is I want to do a couple of rows like this, 2 rows like this. There we go. Just until I feel like we've reached the right amount for Thragg. I think that's perfect. We're gonna go like that. So to get a better view of the mustache, you can zoom in by selecting and just dragging it around. So I just did this just to get a better view. And now we're gonna go to the pen tool, choose this option right here and choose straight. And zoom in, draw a straight line from here, just like that. There we go. And draw from this line right here, basically just cross that line right there. Just cross that right there. Alright, so now we're going to fill this edge in over here. Just fix this by erasing 1 pixel right here, just like that. There we go. So we're also going to erase this part right here. We don't need this side because we're going to copy over the right side. It'll be a little confusing. So we'll go to the selection tool now. Select the left side of the mustache, just like this. There we go. Press plus to copy, align them, flip it over, and drag it to the other side. Just like that. There we go. So that's already way better than before, but we can still make it a little bit better now. We're going to go to the top right here, and we're basically just going to make it look a little bit more like it does actually in the show. So zoom in over here, go to the eraser tool, choose the smallest size now, just to make it a little bit easier. We're going to remove this row right here of the mustache, just like that. There we go. Now we're going to go from this square over here, and basically we're going to erase a little bit more, just like that. So now that we've done that, we're going to go to this square right here and erase a little bit more to the other side, just about till there. There we go, just like that. That was pretty good. And just for a final touch up, go back to the pen tool, choose black, choose a dot, and then just add a pixel right there because there's 1 pixel missing. You'll be able to spot this pretty easily if you did it just like me. Just add that pixel in right there if you have that issue, and make sure it looks just fine. Actually, we have to do the same thing again right over there. There we go. And do it again over there, and again over there, and again over there. So basically realign the staircase just like that. There we go. Same thing on the left side to fix it up. So now one thing I want to do now is you want to go over here to the hairline, go to the middle, add a few pixels just sticking out like this, just to add the little imperfectness to his hairline. It's not completely straight, even though the memes wouldn't make you think so. So I'm just going to go over there, add a couple of these little lines, make it not look too symmetrical, and just make it just about like that. There we go. If you don't want to, you don't have to do that, but I think it just makes it look a little bit more like him. I'm just going to remove this 1 pixel right there. There we go. That right there is Thragg's face paint. Let's click done now. And there's one more thing I want to do just to make it look a little bit better. Alright, so one final tweak to make is move the nose higher just like that. And since we did that, actually, we've got to go back and move the mustache as well. 1 second, just like 1 second. We'll go to the mustache. We'll select the mustache with the tool right here, just like so. There we go. Move it a few pixels higher, just like that. There we go. And we'll click done. And that right there is Thragg from Invincible, the Grand Regent of Viljum himself. Let me know what you guys think of this me in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe to see more memes like this one and to check out me making these memes live. So let me know who you want to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Kraken out.